This is Water Over Toilet Paper, and we are reviewing the much awaited and much hyped film Jagame Thandhiram, directed by Karthik Subbaraj, starring Dhanush, AishwaryaLekshmi, Joji George, and JamesCosmo.
Plot. It is a story about Suruli, a local gangster who gets involved in some shady gangstery stuff in London. And this, along with the immigration crisis, is what the film is about. We'll keep it vague because going into this film not knowing much is one of the best parts of it.
Let's get into the good things about the film.
The filmmaking. The filmmaking on display is so good. We know that Subbaraj is a stylish director and it's pretty clear about his references, but this isn't empty style. It elevates the scenes and makes them so much better. A notable example is a confrontational scene between Joju George's character and JamesCosmo's character. That's extremely well done visually. This is helped by the extremely stylish and pulpy cinematography, which lends the frame a lot of color and life. The editing is fantastic as well. In particular, a scene that cuts from a fight to a ball being kicked off. Another scene which cuts out a needless sequence that we all would have expected. This and some of the other choices help keep up the breakneck pace of the movie.
Dhanush is great in this film. He's very charismatic, funny, and energetic. His energy especially shines in the Rakita Rakita song. But also, I'm happy with his choices, like with this and Karnan back to back. He's like satisfying two different kinds of audiences, but very well. Similar to Vijay in Master, Dhanush as Suruli is not really the quote unquote good guy. He's really flawed, and that's what makes these characters from these commercially viable films more interesting and fun to watch for me.
AishwaryaLekshmi. Adding to Dhanush's performance is Aishwarya-Lekshmi's character, which was kinda unexpected because other films of this ilk tend to treat their heroines as pretty plot devices for better or worse. But here she's given good material to work with and actually performed.
All the performances are great. This includes the main characters like Shivadas and Peter, played excellently by Joju George and JamesCosmo respectively.
On a side note, Karthik Subbaraj originally wanted JamesCosmo's character to be played by Robert De Niro and the movie to be set in the United States. But Robert De Niro was more interested in making some long, dumb movie with this indie director called Scorsese or something. I don't know.
Even the minor characters had very consistent arcs with really good performances to back it up. Even the extras did their job correctly, especially in a scene that takes place in a Parota hotel where everyone's eating, cooking, and they're doing their shit, so which just makes it more, the entire scene more authentic. The music. The music composed by Santhosh Narayanan adds to the style of the film. Some scenes were enhanced by his score alone. There are only 3 proper songs in the film, which all serve their own purpose. 2 of the songs were cut off, I guess, to get a better pace in the film. There were also a lot of references in the form of older songs, the biggest one being the Jagame Thandiram song, which is an older Rajinikanth song.
The action! A lot of fun action scenes in this. The aforementioned camera work, editing, cinematography, and Dhanush's enjoyable as hell charisma all work to make the action scenes in this one pop.
Good writing. There's a lot of good writing in the film. The plotting and the characters are quite simple, but that's kind of the charm of the film. There's not a lot of emotional baggage and all that comes with these type of films. The film is very, very obvious in what it wants to talk about, and it's not really subtle about it. But it works in the film's favor as it's quite sensational from the acting to the filmmaking to the music, and it's consistent throughout the film.
Above all, this film has something to say. It talks about the lives of immigrants, the politics, and everything surrounding the issue. It is a social message, but it is not forced because the entire film revolves around this, and the characters' motivations are more personal and less idealistic. The film does not shy away from taking a stand on the issue.
Minor issues.
The rocky romance. This can be because of the 2 deleted songs and scenes. The reason Attila starts being interested in Suruli feels too vague. The romance becomes better when more things are revealed about the characters, but initially the romance part sticks out like a sore thumb. But this occupies a very small portion of the film, so it's not a big deal.
The plot reason for Suruli to go to London doesn't make a lot of sense. Without spoiling it, it does seem like a bit of a stretch, and it doesn't flow as smoothly as other plot points of the film.
A bit more development. The film goes past Suruli being a small local gangster in Madurai way too quickly. This might have been done for a brisk pace, but I would have still preferred to spend more time in Madurai, which could have made his arc a bit more satisfying.
All in all, it's a fun and entertaining film. You should definitely watch it on Netflix, and we give it a 8 out of 10.
For the spoilers discussion, listen to the podcast where we talk about this and 2 other Dhanush films, namely Karnan and Adu Kalam.
Like, share, and subscribe. And also follow us at Water Over Toilet Paper Instagram and Twitter. And
Right. See you in the next one or whatever. Bye bye. Good night. Yeah, bye
that's
bye.
it. Bye bye.